So, this book right here is the book that that the movie is based upon, My Other Home. I don't know if some of you guys have seen that or not, but it's gonna come out in America one day. And this book right here is part of the whole, like the whole conglomerate of everything and how it happened, like the first championship. It's two books. It's the first championship and then the second championship, and basically the whole building of the dynasty. I know a lot of people, they don't really know what's going on in China. Can you turn the arrow for me, please? I know a lot of people really don't know what's going on in China, and I understand that there are a lot of questions that people have and people want to ask, and people got a lot of things they want to say. A lot of people want to get a lot of things off their chest. So we're gonna open things up like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the TV on Apple TV. Andy, can you put that on Apple TV? And then I'm gonna take questions, because we're gonna scroll up. And I'm gonna take some questions from people who wanna ask questions and ask things that pertain to anything that they may have thought of over the last day, 2 days, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 22 years, 30 years, some people, 35 years, some people who have been in my history. I'm having a retirement party coming up at the end of the month, so this is all like the prelude towards it. My watch, my timepiece is coming out with the timing of my retirement party, so it's going to be pretty cool to be able to share these moments with you guys, especially reporting it live from China myself. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to the people for free. I'm not asking for a TV company to cover or nothing. Nobody don't want to cover me. I know that. I'm not big enough for nobody to actually, yeah. Hold on. Live and direct. Oh, here we go. See? Voila. We can enlarge it to make it even bigger. You check your stuff out. You're live and direct on Starberry TV. I brought it to you. Wave. You're on TV. And people all over the world will be able to see this when it goes up. They could peek. You don't gotta have a view. They could peek. They could take a look. You know what I'm saying? Where's the other chair at? The black chair. So, you know, I've always thought that it was important to always give back in a way that people will be able to remember. I always felt that when you do things that are monumental, you know, impact. When I was growing up, my brother always taught me, yo, when you go to a school, you go to a program, you want to be an impact player. You want to come in, you want to change the program around, completely switch it around. If the program wasn't doing well, you help the program become a program that's doing well. So, here we go. We have Tiny, what up, baby? What's good? We're here just taking it in. Oh my God, I'm really bald. But that's okay though. I don't think I like this view. What's up, DMD Morrison? What's peace? What's poppin'? What's the 3M system? The 3M system. Yo. The 3M system. You ate. Cried for a long time. Salute. Salute. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. It's morning in America. I hope I'm not disturbing the job right now. Oh, well, you should be just getting in. You should be walking into work. So, you know, the 3M system, I'll talk a little bit about the 3M system. The 3M system is a system that we put together. We created this, it's a breathing, well, it's your training, it's breathing, and it's zone access. So you take all of the best plays that you've ever done, things that you've done in the best spots, that you've made shots, like my All-Star game when I made those 2 big 3-point shots. You take that and you put it in the visualization, put it on the visualization board, and then you put it into video, and then you transfer it into a system where you program it with who you are and how you are as a person and what's your characteristics as an animal, and as far as which animal you best describe yourself, and then you put yourself into this video, basically, with all your thoughts, with a mixture of all of what you do, and then you breathe and you go into this system called the 3M system. I mean, it's a little complicated. I don't really want to go into it. But I was just talking to you because, and some other people that's probably like, yo, what is he talking about right now? So that's for another time, man. But, you know, people will learn that. I think there are other things that people, you know, would like to ask, and because there's some stuff that I'm going to say, and I know the stuff that I say, normally people always got a problem with the things that I say because it's normally the truth, right? And I'm finding that a lot of people can't really deal with the truth. And you want to know more about that? I will. I'll tell you more about that. But a lot of people can't really deal with that. And I understand that. I'm aware of it. But I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong by speaking about something that you did or something that you said. If you opened yourself up for people to speak about something that you said, if I continue to speak about it and I allow other people to know what it is that you spoke about and talked about, that's not me hating. That's me talking about something that's negative, right? So when I talk about certain things, you open yourself up for that, just like I open myself up for the things that I've done in my life for people to speak and talk about, which people know about. I don't have to really speak and talk about that. No one's perfect. But there's a difference in the things that I did and the things that other people have done, because it has something to do with poisoning human beings. So that's like going to be like a class one day on here. It's going to be like a hologram that I'm going to have, where the hologram is going to show the process and how this human being manipulated a system and then rapped about it and talked about it and then constantly made our children in the poor communities think that this way of living was a way that people should live, which is not. It's genocide thinking. And being a part of that and talking about white people, like white people did the things that they did. They did that because of what you did. No. We're going to expose all that BS. It's over with. It's over with. It's done. And it's going to be exposed in a way that people will have a clear understanding. Like, basically, you're talking to somebody like a 6-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So if you speak to a little kid like a 6-year-old, the 6-year-old will be able to go and do exactly what it is that you said that you wanted them to do. So when you speak to adults like 6-year-olds and you allow them to understand what it is that you're saying, they go, wow, I didn't know that. See, everyone is saying Eminem is using big words. That doesn't even make sense. Yes, you have to know the English language in order to understand a lot of the things that he's speaking about and talking about. If you don't know the English language, you are going to be completely lost. If you don't know one word, you might be lost completely throughout the whole album, maybe. Because it's all part of it being transparent for you not to understand, and for those who are supposed to understand, for them to understand, for us to say to everybody else, like, did you hear that? You feel me? Did you hear how he bodied the whole industry with one song called Fall? That's just my opinion from what I'm listening to. I don't know what you're listening to, but I know what I'm listening to when I'm hearing what I'm hearing. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not even about a white or a black thing. It's just about a raping the alphabet thing, basically, in what he said. I love that. If you're going to use that word in any form, I love that in that way of how he used it, because there's no other way that you can use that word and it be in a positive light, right? But in that way, to do that to the words, I thought that was spectacular. That's just me, personally. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but that's me. And that other kid that they're talking about, come on, man. Stop, man. He could be whatever he want to be. First, he lost me at when he said do you worship the devil? I mean, I'm not taking anything other than what you're saying. If you worship the devil, come on. I want to at least feel like you got some type of emph about yourself on the planet. Because now I'm looking at you like you going to burn everything I see. I'm just keeping it 100, but that's me. I like me and not alike is dope too. I like that. But it's serious. And then I listen to these guys who do the radio stuff. I mean, I like envy. I don't really care for people who sit and talk about nonsense just for people to talk about their nonsense, for other people to communicate about them. You know, it's a lot of that goes on. And I'm listening to these people and I'm like, do you really realize that you get paid to do that? You do realize that, right? Like, there are people who are like me who are looking at you like, come on, my man, like, serious? Like, we see you, yeah, we give you that, but come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it A1, right? Because I don't really think that that's really happening. Joe gonna kill him? Okay. What are you gonna kill him with? I want to hear RELL85. Bars? What are you gonna say? I'm just waiting. I want to hear this. You here with me, baby? I just want to know what he's gonna say. I just want to know what you're going to say to that. Michael Jordan just hit the game winner, man, against Utah. Byron Russell, he fell. They say that was offensive. That was not offensive because the ref did not call it. I want to know. Some shit we all don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I know you don't know. Good morning. I know Joe can rap. No disrespect. I'm not... Come on, I know Joe. I ain't saying that. But I'm asking you, what is he going to say to that? I won 3 championships. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can say about it. What you going to say to that? I know it's personal. Look, personal has nothing to do with what you and I can think of. Maybe with this, but not with this. You got to understand. Eminem is a different type of figure. And I think a lot of people confuse the difference between iconic and symbolic. This is not rap music. It's a different level here. And when it comes down to the levels, a lot of people don't understand that, right? Because it's a different type of enigma. You got to be in it to understand it. If you're not in it, you're not going to understand it. You feel me? But I'm just telling you what it is. So, and this, I'm talking about money. I'm talking about fame. I'm talking about writing. I'm talking about words. I'm talking about the artistic flow. I'm talking about the creativity. I'm just talking about just all of the masterful things that have been manifested over a long period of time. I'm not I mean, I'm an Eminem fan, but I'm an Eminem fan again. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking different. I don't know. But this is what I'm seeing. I mean, I'm listening to something and I'm doing this the whole time before I can't even stop listening to this one song. I'm just keeping it A1, man, for real. M is a monster on the mic. I'm not taking anything from him. I didn't say you were taking anything from him. I'm just saying, like, it's just different levels, man. Period. Not everybody gonna get the ball at the end of the game. They're not drawing up the play for everybody at the end of the game. They just not. No, I remember Renegade? Everybody remember it. I think Jay forgot. I mean, I'm just, for me, when I listen, I'm a real, y'all know, whoever know, I'm a real hip-hop head. I love it. But I'm also, I have my feelings towards it and always, and expressed it. I struggle with it. But just from knowing the sound and the rhyme and the beat and who doing what and how they doing it, you know who corny, who not corny. You know who friend, who not friend. You know who niggas is doing what and not doing what. You know, a lot of people talk. It's easy to talk. And when people was talking about M, I just found out people was talking about him when it was during the time when his man passed. I mean, that's the worst time because you're not really thinking about that when somebody that you really love, really care about somebody. You're not thinking about nothing else other than that, right? So I'm just, you know, I'm gonna just leave it, right? But I really don't think that it should be up for discussion about that. I think it was a body bag, man, and it wasn't even no malice in it. It was like just words that spoke. You know, this seems like this season. This is this season. I was like, yo, this is this season right here. It's constant, right? But it's all fair play, right? It's, you know, it's when it get violent, right? It shouldn't get violent. If you're competing with words, that's fine. It's a great competition, like rap battle, right? But if you whack, you whack. If you hot, you hot. You know, so you notice the greats, they're not doing all of that. J, LL, they're not doing all of that. They focused on a different zone. But when they come home when they want to come home. Hello. What happened?
Would you know?
Oh, you bugging. Funga. Timberdon.
I cannot understand you.
Exactly. Spazzed up. So, yeah, I know. I got the fan in my face. Thank you, sweetheart. No disrespect. This damn watch. She just spazzed out on her own. All we gotta do is get the chip. Let's see if it need to be charged. So, now, there's a new move, right? We got basketballs that we're gonna be selling. We got a video of a basketball being dribbled and being played with, and it glows in the dark. But when it glow in the dark, when you see it on the video, when you put the phone to the ball make like certain colors. It make all like wild space futuristic colors. And it could all change. When you playing the ball, you shoot the ball, it look like it's like space. When you watching it on TV, on the camera, when you watching it, it's this whole visual effect that is being created from the ball into the camera. Man, I think little kids are gonna bug out with it. We're gonna have a ball where the kids can count how many times they're dribbling the basketball. I think all of these different things are cool to have for little kids, because now with all of the new technology that's out there, kids get an opportunity to really measure their game. They get a chance to see exactly what it is that they're doing. Are you really putting in the work that you say you putting in? Because I know it's a lot of kids that say, oh yeah, I went to the gym, I shot 1,000 shots. I said, you shot 1,000 times? I said, you shot 1,000 times? You didn't shoot 1,000 times. How you shoot 1,000 times? You left, you came back, you already been gone. You've been gone 2 hours. It takes 30 minutes to get to the gym. That didn't happen. Right? So now with the new technology, there are so many different things that are out there that you can measure. They have this new thing called shot tracker. I don't know if you coaches out there that know about this, but a shot tracker, you put this sensor on your shoe. They put these sensors in the rafters inside the gym. And then the players have sensors all on their shoe. And the sensors in the rafters, they locate where the players are on the court. And you can see it on a computer, like you see the court and you see the people moving around with numbers. And then you could press on your phone and zoom in on your phone, and then zoom in like you playing live. And then it sprouts out into a round circle. And then it sprouts out, and then it puts all of the stats of that player playing pickup. You heard what I said? Playing pickup. So you could go to the park and go to the gym and play pickup, and then you could go and look at your phone right out off the court. As soon as you woke up the court, you could pick up your phone while you was playing pickup. You're like, oh man, I went left. I shot the ball from the corner 10 times. I only made it 4 times. I got to work on that. Oh, I shot 3 floaters right here. I made all 3 of those. Oh, I got to shoot more of those shots. How dope is that? It's already out in America. It's just not being utilized right now. So what I want to do is I want to put it inside different YMCAs and different places. So now you give kids the opportunity to really measure, to really see how good they really can become. Because they will know the percentages when they shoot. Turn the fan off a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. They're going to be able to know and measure. Good. It's hot, though. Damn. Going right in my eyes. They're going to be able to know exactly how many shots they're making. They're going to know all of their statistics, all of the stats that they could do on the basketball court. They'll be able to get it and know. So all of these new devices that are out for basketball, the technology is so advanced and it's growing drastically so fast, where people are implementing all of these different strategies into their systems all over the world, because basketball is growing. It's becoming so big and so huge and so popular. They just added 3-on-3. Come on, I mean, they basically breaking the game down, right? They breaking the game all the way down from 5 to 3, which 3-on-3 is dope. I like 3-on-3 full court because you got so much more space, right? You know, we used to do that in Coney Island, 1-on-1 full court, 2-on-2 full court, 3-on-3 full court. Never 4-on-4 full court. That's why 3-on-3 is the furthest. But, you know, you see where it's evolving to. It's going to the Olympics. Are you serious? To the Olympics. 3-on-3. That's going to be so dope. Ice Cube with the big three. Come on, man, that's legendary. LL, all of those guys, Al Harrington, Steven Jackson, all of the first people who started at the beginning, man. I mean, to be a part of that, those guys are gonna make a lot of money from that. They should make a lot of money from it. They should be epic. They should make tons of money. I know all of those guys are all G'd up, and you know, when it goes public, it's gonna be great, man. It's giving guys an opportunity to have some control, have some equity, and playing inside of it. I mean, that's basically what it's about. And Ice Cube, you know, those guys are giving guys an opportunity to do that. And being able to do that, you gotta salute to that, man, because it's about ownership, right? That's what it's about, right? So, you know, being able to see the development of basketball and to be in China while the development of basketball is in progression the way how it is right now. Oh, God. It's serious. It's serious, though. But, you know, do your brother still ball? Nah, he don't really hoop no more. Positive pursuit. God bless. Love is love. All that. I'm about the boogie woogie in a second, but you know, I thought it was important to, you know, wake some people up, walk some people into work, sit some people down while they at work. You know what I'm saying? And kick it to some people while they in bed. You feel me? Because it's something that go on. Yo, it's positive TV, man. You know, so I don't know what you're looking for. You're looking for the wrong thing. As I told you before, love is love. It's serious. 10 years straight. I told you, my page, you can go look at any one of my pages. It's consistent with the energy. The energy is always going to stay like that. Why you think it keep evolving? Why you think all of the things that happen? It ain't happen because of me and you having a conversation and you thinking because I'm addressing you because you said something foul. No, I'm only addressing what you said and it being foul. I'm not addressing it as in it being foul to me where it is affecting me, where I feel a certain way towards you. There's a way that I feel, but it's not towards anything that you say or what you said. FYI. I think a lot of people are starting to understand me a little bit better and they know me a little bit better. They thought that I was the dumb basketball player baby. I don't know. Because a lot of people depict us as those people, but far from it, sorry. You know, we do movies too. We can read lines. We can hold it down. One person tried to assume that I was Floyd Mayweather as far as something that I said or something. I was like, I mean, I don't know why you're putting me in the same category or categorizing Floyd or myself, but, you know, we're different individuals and we hold different conversations completely different. So I don't know where you thought that that was something that, you know, where we were speaking in the same form. We weren't. But people try to make you into something. They try to make Floyd into something. They try to make me into something. They try to make 50 into something. They try to make all of these different people who are somebody something. But know that I'm not doing the things that they're doing. I'm not talking about those things. So why am I being put into a space when we are completely different human beings on Earth? Our energy, our flow is just different. Period. Right? But people have this way of how they feel about you because of what it is that you do. Keep watching though, because I really work hard, and I work hard to do things on the earth, to actually really make a difference. Because it's important. It's important not only to try to make a difference, but it's important to be a positive being on the earth for not only for my child, for children, but for the other athletes who are not only looking up to us and that were looking at us, but for just the culture and within itself. And I think that in the future, more people will have a better understanding about what direction I'm going in. I think it's important for people to take heed towards me saying what the things that I was talking about 10 years ago, and what it is that you do right now, and with the snapping and with the acting on a live, you know what I'm saying, doing all of that. That was happening a while ago. Seeing NBA players do all of what they're doing now, I'm just like, you know, but when people really do the math and they go back and they check and they say, damn, that's so true, yo. I remember that when everybody was cracking jokes, he was eating Vaseline. I still eat Vaseline when I need it. But, you know, it's not something that I do often, only when something is going wrong with my throat. I told you, the inventor of Vaseline, he ate a teaspoon of it every day for a year. And you guys have been giving him money for a long time. A long time. Man, I wish I would have made Vaseline.
My lips like my went white.
Psych! Peace. It's love, baby. Just read Ron Artest's book. Mentioned you a few times. You still keep in touch with him? Ron Artest. I love Ron Artest. He dissed me, then he loved me. He dissed me again. I don't speak to Ron.